What's happening, options traders? Good morning, everyone. Well, what is a laddering strategy? If you're not familiar with this term, you'll want to watch this video because it is a technique that is used by nearly every professional trader in every strategy in some form or another. And by using this one concept, you can drastically improve your results. So a laddering strategy is really a type of diversification. And as with all diversification strategies, the idea is that it uses randomness to reduce the uncertainty. And it's a real popular bond strategy. That's probably more where it came from, but you can use it for any type of investment. And so the strategy allows traders to cancel the effects, or at least largely reduce the effects of randomness. So how can you use it for options? Well, let's say that you buy 600 shares of stock currently worth $100. It could also be 6 maybe leaps options that you're going to write against. But the idea is that you want to sell against these shares or these contracts. So like most people, you might say, well, let me sell 6 January $100 calls. I'm going to completely cover these shares. This is a strategy called a covered call. Well, it's certainly not a bad strategy, but we can alter it. And in a lot of cases, it's going to give us some really good benefits. How could we spread the risk? Well, one way might be to sell 2 of the January $100 calls, but then sell 2 of the February $100 calls, and then sell the final 2 of the March $100 calls. So what we're doing now is it allows traders to capture the average implied volatility over this time. See, one of the risks that you face as an option seller is that what if volatility takes a sharp fall? Well, now you've already committed to those sales. And so when you go to sell a 1-month option next time, that volatility is no longer there. See, if you sell all of your calls in January, you'd better hope that volatility doesn't fall in February or March. Now, it's going to be the opposite for the buyers. If you ladder them out across your buys, then if you get a spike in volatility, at least you've got a long position without having to re-enter at much higher prices. So it's called a laddering strategy because what you're doing is taking sequential steps in some form or another, which is very much like walking up the rungs of a ladder. So for instance, let's say that you sold the January 100, the February 100, and the March 100. And at the time, the January had 1 month till expiration, Feb had 2 months, and March had 3 months. Well, when January expires, notice that February now becomes the 1-month option, and February now is the 2-month option. So what do you do? Well, when January expires, you just automatically roll out till April, and that will be your new 3-month option. Of course, nobody says these have to be monthly options. This could be a 1, 2, and a 3-week option, but they are all types of laddering strategies. Another benefit is that it becomes more of an automatic process. When January expires, you're not left going, what should I do? You automatically know that you roll to April. What else could you do? Well, how about also changing the strikes? In the first example, we changed the expiration dates. Let's also consider changing the strikes. So again, if you bought 600 shares at $100 and your goal was to sell 6 January $100 calls, maybe we could do this laddering strategy instead. Let's sell 2 January $100 calls, and then sell 2 February 102.50 calls, and then sell 2 March 105 calls. So now traders capture the average implied volatility plus some potential capital gains. So if you think about it, the longer that you go out in time, well, there's a better chance for that stock price to rise. So this also allows you to capture that effect over time. The market is always filled with a lot of randomness and uncertainty, but as soon as you can put that into your corner, it allows you to improve your results. For anyone who'd like to learn more about the art and science of options trading, please check out the Alpha Trader course, Strategy Lab, and a brand new technical analysis course. It's all at optionsatoz.com. Also, please join us on the Facebook trading group, Options A to Z, and you can find a link in the description below.